Music entrepreneur Russell Simmons must continue defending himself against a rape lawsuit in New York after a judge rejected his argument that his residency in Indonesia places him outside the court's reach. The ruling marks a significant development in a civil case brought by a former Def Jam Recordings executive identified in court filings as Jane Doe. She alleges Simmons raped her in his Manhattan apartment during the 1990s after she visited the residence seeking approval for a music video project. A New York state judge determined that the case can move forward despite Simmons' claims that his overseas residence limits the court's jurisdiction. Judge Adam Silvera issued the decision on June 16, finding that the lawsuit alleges conduct that occurred in New York and therefore falls within the state's jurisdiction. According to the ruling, the plaintiff's allegations are sufficient to survive the current stage of litigation. The complaint alleges the defendant committed the tort of rape in New York State, Silvera wrote in the decision. In New York, a court may exercise personal jurisdiction over any non-domiciliary who commits a tortious act within the state, except as to a cause of action for defamation. Therefore, the complaint survives the motion to dismiss stage. Dispute over jurisdiction and release agreement. Simmons' legal team argued that New York courts lack authority over him because he has been living in Indonesia for several years. His attorneys also contended that the plaintiff released any potential claims through a severance agreement signed in 1997. However, the plaintiff's attorneys challenged the validity of that document. They argued that the agreement was not authentic and claimed the signature attributed to Doe was forged. The judge found there was a legitimate factual dispute regarding the document's authenticity, making dismissal inappropriate at this stage of the proceedings. Court records indicate that the case was refiled in New York State Court after earlier jurisdictional challenges complicated related federal proceedings. The latest ruling clears the way for the lawsuit to advance toward discovery and future hearings. Long-running allegations. Simmons, a co-founder of Def Jam and one of hip-hop's most influential early executives, has repeatedly denied allegations of sexual misconduct. He has not been criminally charged in connection with the claims raised in the lawsuit and has consistently maintained his innocence. The case is one of several legal matters involving Simmons that have emerged in recent years. More than 20 women have publicly accused him of sexual misconduct since 2017, allegations he has broadly denied. Several civil disputes connected to those accusations have resulted in settlements or ongoing legal proceedings. The current lawsuit now moves forward in New York State Court, where a preliminary conference has been scheduled for August. Via NetLaw.